we're here with Deborah for a live eye wrinkle fix. If you haven't watched any of Deborah's amazing facial exercises before, you are in for a treat. And if you have watched Deborah's exercises before, this is a fantastic exercise to add to your already existing routines. Over to Deborah.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. Right, today we're going to be talking about softening eye lines around the eye. And just to let you know, the eye muscle is called a sphincter muscle, and over a period of time, it can become smaller and smaller and tighter. And that's usually due to things like smiling, looking at screens, just normal expressions. And then what can happen from there is you can end up with hooded eyes, you can end up with really quite pronounced wrinkles around your eyes as well. And what I'm going to show you today is how to open, soften and revitalise that eye area. And the one thing I would say before I start is keep this eye area moisturised and hydrated, because there is a huge difference between wrinkles on a very dehydrated skin and lines on a lovely, radiant, plump skin. So hopefully that's helpful to start with. Right, now before we go into the exercises, I'd just like you to take your ring finger and just very, very gently press round that orbital bone. Now, the orbital bone is the bone that our eye muscle sits on, and that's what we're going to be working on today. What I do want you to avoid is moving into any soft tissue. If you feel that underneath your eye, you do not want to be going into that area, and you don't want to be poking at your eyeball, because that can be really, really bad for your eyes. So we're going to be working on that orbital bone today. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is an exercise that really relaxes the eye muscle, that removes things like adhesions and any gristly bits that have really built up over years and years that can create that sort of stickiness around the eye. Now, we're going to actually do this 3 times in reality, but for today, we're going to do this one exercise once. So I want you to take your hand, put it above your eyebrow, take your ring finger, the pad of your ring finger, and starting underneath your eyebrow, just allow your finger to engage with that bone. And once you feel that bone, I just want you to keep your finger static on that bone and just go round in 5 small circles and then lift off. Then you move your finger along, again sink into that bone, 5 small circles and then lift off again. And just imagine that you're polishing that bone. And 5 small circles and lift off again. And then you come to the side of the eye and you can feel that bone. Again, 5 small circles and lift off. Now we're going to come underneath the eye, keeping your finger on the orbital bone, not going into that soft tissue. And we're going to do 5 little circles and lift off. And while you're going around, you might feel a little bit bumpy, it might feel a bit gristly, but what you're doing with this massage, you're actually softening and loosening that adhesion. So we're going to come round again.
What sort of pressure should we be doing?
It's a really gentle pressure, but it's not so gentle that all you're doing is pulling the skin. You should be able to feel the bone. It's just imagine that you're very gently just polishing that bone. Does that make sense, Katie?
Yes.
And then you're going to get to the inside of your eye, and what you're going to do really gently is pump 5 times. This is a wonderful drainage point for the eyes, so that's a really nice thing to do to start with. And actually, if you look at my eyebrows, you can see how that has lifted slightly already. Yeah. And that is simply from relaxing that muscle. Yeah. So what you will do is do that twice round again, but for today we're going to move on to the next exercise, okay? So what we're now going to do is we're going to relax that muscle even more. So we're going to take both of our ring fingers, we are going to place them underneath our eyebrow, feel the bone, and then we're going to move our fingers away from each other by about 0.5 millimetre. It's a tiny, tiny move. And then take our fingers away. Then we're going to move along underneath the arch of the brow. Again, feel the bone. Bring our fingers away from each other by about 0.5 millimetre and come away again. And can you see how my brow is lifting there? All that is my muscle is relaxing.
Wow.
Then we're going to come to the side of the eye on the bone. Again, engage with that bone and just move your fingers away by 1 millimetre. And then you stop. Now, to soften the lines here, you're going to look down from your pupil. You're going to take one ring finger as an anchor finger, and then your other finger you are going to put next to it. And then you're going to move that, you're going to keep that anchor finger where it is, and you're going to use the second finger, feeling the bone, and imagine that you're just polishing that bone by moving it up by about 1 milliliter, and then you stop. Saying milliliter a lot today, and then you put your finger again on the side of the bone, you take your second finger and again you just move it away along that bone. And what you're doing then, you're softening those eye lines, because what you're doing, you're opening up and softening that muscle so that the skin will lay more smoothly on top of that muscle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so when we have like crow's feet here, what you're saying is it could be that if the muscle's quite tight, the skin over it is going to kind of...
It will sit almost in rivulets.
Yeah, in the rivulets.
Yeah, and that's why it's really important to feel the bone and to feel that you're opening that tissue, because what you don't want to be doing is staying so light on your skin that all you're doing is you're pulling your skin. If you can imagine, you're going deeper than the skin, almost slightly deeper than the muscle, down to the bone, and you're lengthening that muscle along the bone.
Oh, that makes sense. And then almost like our skin is the fabric over the top of the muscle that's just going to lay a lot more gently.
Smoothly and gently. Yeah. Absolutely. And then the third exercise we're going to do is going to be at the side of the eye for those little crow's feet that can be there. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our index fingers and our middle fingers. We're going to join our index fingers together on the bone. Can you feel the bone there, girls? Again, engage with the bone, and then you're just going to bring your fingers slightly away from each other to the edge of the top of the cheekbone and the top of the edge of the eyebrow. And then you're going to bring the middle finger in, and it's going to do the same thing again. Then you're going to bring the other fingers in, do the same thing again. And then the middle fingers in and do the same thing again. And then you're going to do that same walking action, separating that tissue on the bone right along your temple until you get to the edge. And as you can see now, that eyebrow's looking lighter and those lines have definitely softened. Yeah.
And how many times would we need to do those two exercises?
With the second lot of exercises, second and third, you just do once over.
Okay.
Yeah. So you sort of 5 of those, but just once over. You don't keep repeating it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Really nice though, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it will open your eye up. And then just finally, a really lovely exercise for strengthening your bone, because our bone is prone to reabsorption as we get older. So this is a really lovely way of keeping that bone really strong so that the muscle that sits on it has a really secure base. It's great for collagen production, and it's also great for lymphatic flow. So if you just take 2 fingers, whatever you feel most comfortable with, starting really on your eyebrow, tapping quite firmly along the eyebrow, the side of the eye, along the bottom of the eye, always on the bone, not going onto the soft area, and then just tapping quite firmly. But this should never ever be painful. None of these exercises should be painful. And then just do it for a 3rd time, and that will really revitalise that eye area.
Makes you feel more awake, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's a really good feeling. Well, of course, your vagus nerve, which is the nerve that really is responsible for so many really good feelings in your body, run down behind the eyes. So that helps enormously too.
Nice.
Deborah, would you be able to just do a quick run through of this routine?
Yes.
And saying once, do this one, so you're going to start with this, do this 3 times, then just so that if anyone's watching this back, they're like, okay.
They can just follow it.
Yeah.
Right, so here we go. We're going to take our hand, put it over our eyebrow. We're going to take our ring finger underneath the eyebrow on the bone, and we're going to circle on that bone 5 times and then lift off. We're going to move along to the next point, circle 5 times and lift off. We're then going to move along again underneath the eyebrow, circle and lift off. And actually, I'm doing it slightly vigorously there. You need to just do it on the bone. Then you move to the bone at the side of the eye, circle 5 times and lift off. This is quite a delicate area, so you can engage with the bone, but you're not going to be madly stretching. You're just massaging on that bone and lift off. Underneath the eye, avoiding the soft tissue, massage 5 times and lift off. And then pump very lightly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the inside of the eye for drainage. Then you're going to take your ring fingers again. By the way, if you've got mega dry skin, you can put a tiny bit of oil on at this point, but not so much that you're slipping and sliding. You're going to put your ring finger together and separate 0.5 millimetre. Move along, bring your ring fingers together, separate that tissue by 0.5 millimetre. Come along, the side of your eyes, join together, separate by 0.5 millimetre, and then you come underneath the eye, underneath the pupil, use your finger, your ring finger, or any finger as your anchor, press down, take the ring finger next to it on the crow's feet, and just glide up on that bone for about 1 millimetre, then bring the second anchor finger to join the first one, and then slide along again up to the side of the eye. And then take your first finger and middle fingers, bring them together on the side of the bone and engage with the bone. Imagine that you're cleaning the bone and you come up to the top of the eyebrow and the top of the cheekbone. And then you engage your middle fingers, do the same again. 3, 4, 5, and then you come along the temple and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you take your fingers, starting on the inside of the eyebrow, tap along that bone to the edge of the eyebrow, down underneath the eye, avoiding the soft tissue, bringing it round for a second time, and then bring it round again for a third time. And you're done.
That's amazing. Yeah. Deborah, I wanted to ask, if my fine lines are mostly under here, I think because when I smile, for some reason my eyes don't engage.
Right.
So I get a lot of lines under here. Is there anything that we can do?
It's almost on the soft tissue.
Yeah, for the soft tissue.
Yeah, well, I would say definitely some of that could be a little bit of lymphatic stagnation, but I would say hydration. So it's about using peptides, hyaluronic acid. But if you use hyaluronic acid, you have to seal that in with an eye moisturiser, because otherwise the atmosphere can pull the hyaluronic acid out of your skin and dry it out even more. But peptides are amazing for the eye area, and that will just give that lovely hydration and moisture to that eye area.
Lovely. Thanks, Deborah. That's amazing.
Pleasure.
And thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon on another live.
Thank you.
Bye
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.